Привет, Скат, привет, Демолишн. Продавайте предметы с осторожностью. Ни одного предмета в игре не продал за все время. Так. Сюжет здесь. Побочка здесь. Ну, можно с доктором побазарить еще. Мы сначала по сюжетке пойдем. Ну, я уже вижу, что игра всем надоела, поэтому я пока-то побочки забью и посмотрим там в последней главе. Сразу все выполним, если будет возможность. Да. Привет, SDSP. Привет, Стас. Ну, мне не надоело, зрителям надоело. Я доступ по ссылке сделал, он в плейлисте говнострима.
What good fortune brings you back to me, Jonathan? What is it, my dear?
I'm afraid it's bad news, Elizabeth. The worst, actually.
Please, speak up.
Edgar is no longer in McCullum's grasp. I resolved that matter.
Where is our good friend now? Is he well?
Of a sort. His injuries were mortal. I had no choice but to make him one of us. To save him. Or to punish him.
To punish him? I fail to understand. And what is the source of this cold tone in your voice?
Edgar Swansea was responsible for the Skull epidemic, Elizabeth. It was he who unleashed the deadly scourge upon London.
What? Are you certain? This is the most terrible accusation of all.
He confessed everything to me. He sought to cure the disease, to exploit vampire blood to stop the epidemic. But he unwittingly gave birth to a catastrophe.
All those poor victims. How could he do it? What happened?
Edgar's behavior was beyond lunacy. He had neither the discipline, knowledge, nor the proper facilities to conduct blood experiments.
I must say I'm shocked, Jonathan. Who would have thought it? And the poor patient. Let me guess. It was Harriet Jones, was it not?
Yes. That explains how Doris Fletcher was infected, and how she became an Ichor. She secretly visited her mother at Pembroke.
Then we have no choice. We must act quickly, Jonathan. We must return to the sewers and put an end to the threat poor Harriet embodies.
I have one more matter to discuss with you. Harriet Jones was the primary case, but do you know what a healthy carrier is?
There is a tone in your voice that frightens me, Jonathan. What are you trying to say?
It was your blood Edgar used for his experiment on Harriet Jones.
What? No. No. This can't be. Oh.
Elizabeth, are you all right?
No, I have to go.
What do you mean?
Leave me alone. Save the city, Jonathan. Save what can be saved.
Elizabeth, I need answers. Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please. I swear I never was your
Wait!
enemy.
No! Elizabeth!
Привет, шериф.
Now would be a good time to blend the recipe Marshall used when he fought the disaster. I think I know where to find what I need.
Last warning, sir! It ain't human! Kill it! It's on him! It's on him! What's it? He's a killer!
Да. Что-то мне даже обычные стали жесткими. А что за проблема?
Get them weapons ready! We found one! Murdering! Oh, Christ!
Ну, я все не качаю, поэтому я не в курсе.
Watch out, boys! I have to step back! Keep sharp, We have a killer.
Что-то сложно стало.
Back, demon. Back.
Так. Ну, сначала в Вестон тогда сходим. А, я так и не понял, как сюда зайти внутрь-то. То есть, возможно, квест в театре. Но когда по сюжетке я в театре был, я так и не нашел ту записку.
Leech spotted! Watch out!
Надо будет ульту вкачать. Какой-нибудь. Вот.
This is now.
Те своими превращениями минимум 4000 опыта порасрал. А сейчас мне его очень много надо. Так, что такое-то я вообще не туда попер. Потому что сраная метка автоматически ставится. Он был поставлен до начала стрима, поэтому, скорее всего, он зашел, видел оповещение, поставил лайк и ушел. О, дизлайк и ушел. По делам.
The Swanborough cordial can be the answer to all your problems.
качать палку в урон чисто. Все-таки теперь без стана. Босс будет быстрее убиваться. Да, я, наверное, по возможности вкачаю теперь в урон все. Потому что враги дикие пошли.
Whose blood could be purer than that of William Marshall? Lord Redgrave will have to spare me a drop.
На сегодня план хотя бы одну главу пройти, чтобы завтра добить окончательно. Ну, другого нет оружия, это самое имбовое, самое с большим уроном и так далее. Не будет оружия, которое больше дамажит, разве что огнестрел.
I'll be honest with you. Welcome back. I don't particularly mind that Fergal Banshee is dead.
I hope the wall of Aloysius Dawson successfully keeps the epidemic.
I heard the Guard of Prewin has installed a new headquarters somewhere nearby.
We all count on you now, Dr. Reed.
I heard the Guard of Prewin is about to strike us.
Свалился куда-то. Одни лорды. Но у меня меча нет. Никакого. А, подожди, это тоже лорд Редгрейв, он тоже лорд. Да, вот он.
Good evening, Lord Redgrave.
Welcome, Lancebearer. To what do we owe this pleasure?
I've located the true origin of the epidemic, and I'm about to end it.
Good. We've held out thus far, but the time has come to put an end to this crisis. Tell me, what do you need?
The blood of William Marshall.
The blood of William Marshall? Of my maker? Are you mad? This blood is the purest of all. My maker proffered it to me on the battlefield. I cannot hand it to you.
This is more important than the club, you or me. This is London's last hope.
I see. Well, in that case, given the gravity of the situation, I suppose I can spare you a drop.
Thank you, my lord.
Now go, Lancebearer. Craft a legend to be sung to Ascalon recruits for the ages to come.
Вот мне кажется, если бы мы того не превратили в вампира, бы не выполнили его приказ, он бы сейчас говниться начал. Если это не так, то это печально для игры. Потому что это единственное, что могло повлиять, получается. Из моих выборов на что. Конечно, скорее всего, был бы способ иначе его убедить, либо там тупо прибить его. Но это все можно узнать только при втором прохождении. Ну, либо кто-то знающий скажет. Так, теперь в больницу пойдем.
Women of all countries unite!
Ну, какие-никакие, главное, чтобы они в принципе были. Офигеть, дамажит.
Crush the lever! Fear no evil. We do the Lord's work here. Bloody monster! Stay back, beast! Keep your eyes on it! Dead! Stop! Vampyr!
Да ладно, я же уже ударил. С факелами самые противные, потому что они, когда ты их бьешь, они отходят и жрут тебя. Вот так, да.
Stop! Vampyr!
Просто на каждом шагу враги. Реально начинает похоже быть на концовку Маскарада. Разве что минус лабиринты бесконечно однообразные. Нет, вряд ли будут. Но бессмысленные сражения бесконечных, это вот пока что напоминает силу.
I cannot use garlic, but there may be a substitute in the Pembroke Hospital drug storage.
Да, лавки здесь очень прочные. Просто рядом пробежал. Да. Почему не все игры как Готика? Привет, Демолиш. Привет, Сергей. Хоть враги не риснулись. Еще есть небольшая проблемка, что мне очень ярко солнце светит в монитор, и я половину никогда не вижу. Потому что все отражается. А занавесить я не могу, потому что окно нараспашку открыто и жарко. Только закрывая его, можно убрать солнце. Потому что у меня штор нет, у меня такие специальные на стекла штуки. Нет, он его жрет, буду стоять смотреть. А вот в Ладрейне, кстати, нападали враги, когда ты жрал кого-то. Там нужно было, когда ты кого-то жрешь, еще вертеть чувака, чтобы защищаться от выстрелов, например. Ну да, так в этом и смысл был, что ты типа прикрываешь себя, пока пьешь, и они убивают быстро своего. То есть типа соси не прикрывай, получай дамаг, либо прикрывай, но меньше высосешь. Видно, что разработчики продумали, сделали интересно. А не как в Dark Souls 2, когда тебя просто дамажат и все. Когда ты степ делаешь. И при этом отменить его не можешь. Знаете, какой подвал искать теперь? Остается подвал, как пели сектор газа. Логично, что морг в подвале, кстати. Жди своей очереди, чувак. Хитрожопый задержкой выстрелил. Набежали ироды. Я думаю, чисто из-за разницы в уровнях они так сильно дамажат. Я думаю, если бы я был 35-го, они мне еле бы сносили бы. Ладно. Сначала 3 выманим. С 5 одновременно я не справляюсь. Осла только выходные. Что за звуки на фоне? Стрелки задолбали. Выстрел, который сносит больше половины хп, еще и тик накладывает. Кстати, враги очень меткие, их увернешься. Ну что, я пока здесь умираю, я фармлю по чуть-чуть. Опытный идиот. уничтожили. Сейчас будет изи. Вот это чушь, я за столбом стоял. Не успел на секунду. Привет, тот, кто сможет. Спасибо. Сколько их было? 9? Давно не виделись. Почему ты не синий?
It's locked.
Рост и прицел исчез, и все. Поэтому я не смог вернуться. Просто прицелы. Дарсос одобряет. Классный автосейв. Класс. Очень по-честному. Конечно, не хватило. Нет, не ждается, потому что он уже есть. Капец, мне сейчас повезло, конечно. Или не повезло. Да, просто обвонял все и ничего не сделать. Классное место. 6 врагов одновременно в замкнутом пространстве. Плюс балл игре просто за это. Которые еще стреляют постоянно.
Stupid beast! Elite! Elite! Christ!
Здорово, боец. А чё так врагов мало? Дайте еще штук 5. Подумаешь, пол хп сносит. 6 одновременно. Стреляя при этом. Привет, Виленоус. Ничего, пару часиков и наберем 5000 опыта, пойдем вкачаемся. Самое дебильное, что это место уже прошел. Но в следующей точке меня убили, и контрольная точка последняя была именно здесь. Изначально здесь по 3 врага нападало, а сейчас все 7 одновременно. А она ничего не сносит, она не вкачана.
Sorry, sir. No admittance.
Больше говна на экран, больше. Я на последнем боссе все выпил, больше не делал. Да. Именно он. Я его в вампира превратил. Вот здесь меня эти чуваки убили, и та битва заново. Классно, да?
Bloody stupid! This one's mine! Stop! Vampyr!
Тут не свет мешает, тут мешает узкое пространство, в котором миллиард врагов. Про босса? Ну это да. Но я там угорал в основном из-за бреда, когда он под конец, на последней стадии начинал раз в 10 ускоряться и спамить без конца, у меня выносливости не хватало, чтобы от всего вернуться. Но вон написано же. Инсулин отыскать. Ну что это за бред? Морг же, вот же морг в подвале. Зачем-то там внизу столько врагов жестких поставили. Еще меня радует, что вот здесь всех риснули после моей смерти. Что, безусловно, очень тупо. Скоро вообще конец-то игры. Если совсем будет печально, я перекачаюсь, просто скиллы другие сделаю. Но надеюсь, до этого не дойдет. Проблема, что я весь второй этаж обыскал, и нигде нет то, что мне нужно.
There it is. Insulin. Much more efficient than garlic against blood poisoning and sepsis, and much less dangerous for me. Thank you, Dr. Polescu.
А чё бы и не положить куда-нибудь сюда вообще под стол, чтобы я вообще не заметил? Чё так на видное место-то положили? Что раз 5 был в той комнате и ни разу эту штуку не видел. Теперь выход бы найти. Red Russian Dump. Нет, это обычное. Это Арти. Настрой я отвратительный. В смысле уже? И наоборот не докачанный. Нет, мирных ни одного не съел.
One of them? Watch yourselves! Vampyr brothers!
На каждом шагу враги просто.
If McCullum really drank the blood of King Arthur, then I may have found another
Don't come closer,
ingredient
sir.
for my recipe.
Sir, step away! Easy,
Away with you!
It's an each!
Kill him!
Откуда вы набегаете все постоянно?
We will crush this beast! Stay back, beast! Bolt!
Почему всего за одну главу стало сложнее раз в 5? Резко.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Кого ставим? Да, ХП нет. Вот не зря я его вампиром сделал. Теперь мне помог. ХП все-таки у этого есть. Окей. Сейчас он мне поможет, наверное.
Good evening, Vampire Hunter.
Are you here to mock me, Reed?
Not at all, McCullum. I am here because I need you.
Really? I'm intrigued. Speak up, then.
I need the blood of a king. The blood of Arthur. I'm certain you possess it, and I must have it.
The Guard's most sacred and precious relic. Why would you... You found Marshall's memoirs. I should have destroyed that book.
I need the antidote to save this city, McCullum.
It is within me to take your words as truth. I want to, but I must know more. What precisely are your plans?
I have found the carrier, McCullum. The infection's source. It may be science or some supernatural power that's responsible for all this. But I will harness either or both to end the epidemic.
A vampire doctor. My God, you're a terrifying creature. Jonathan Emmett Reed.
Do you not understand? We wanted the same thing from the outset. A means to end this vampire epidemic.
Not enemies. Maybe that is so.
Чувак нормальным оказался, когда вампиром стал.
Take it then. I see no other hope for this city. If this is some trick, you will be damned, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, Can we speak more?
Indeed. Why not?
How are you adapting to immortality?
I feel so powerful it gives me shivers.
Он Ван Хельсингом
I could
стал.
be the greatest vampire hunter ever.
Потому что с арбалетом тоже.
Worst nightmare.
Шляпы не хватает только.
Will you hunt me down?
You seem a decent
Хотя
fellow
Ван
for a
Хельсинг не был
vampire.
же вампиром, да.
I've
Подобно
seen no
Эйду.
evidence of you taking an innocent life.
Will you leave the
Но
guard
Блейда
now
арбалета
that
не
you
было.
are what you are?
Are we not creatures of deceit? I could hide my nature from my men, or name a successor. Go my own way. I know not yet my path.
Why are you here?
The man who raised me
Вот
after
Ди, да,
the
Ди
brutal
подходит,
murder
кстати.
of
Но
my
опять же шляпы не
parents.
хватает.
He's buried here.
And who was this man?
Carl Eldritch, one-time leader of Prewin. He killed my father in front of me. Helped me hunt my brother Ain after teaching me how to kill leeches.
Were both your parents killed by vampires?
Yes. And yet worse. My father returned to Dublin a vampire and tore out my mother's throat.
Farewell, my progeny.
Do not stretch your luck, Reed.
Да, у него в руке существо жило, которое разговаривало с ним. Ну что он себе представляет детально, я уже не помню. Давно смотрел. Так, ну, пойдем в больницу заодно с доктором Свенси этим поговорим. Там же и скрафтим, и поспим. Хороший сейф. Очень хороший сейф. Я спамил у ворот. Зато защита от сейфскама. Это да, что там такое было. Там ты типа зачищаешь какую-то территорию, потом спустя время туда телепортируешься через фаст тревел, а там враги заново рисаются. Тебя еще и сейвит в этот момент. Ладно. Сделаем тут.
The blend seems stable. Time to go and find Harriet in the sewers.
Ничего себе, нам куда идти. Ну, снова мимо больницы. О, это музыка. Ну класс, он похилился. Баланс, честность. Не, оставшиеся квесты я выполнять не буду, побочные. Нет, не играл. А, то есть это все, да? Первый раз идем бесплатно. Я ж только всех вылечил. Опять бегать по этим чувакам 3 часа, что ли? посмотреть. Так, одна головная боль. Остальные простужены, либо уставшие. 2 головных боли. 3. 4. Пять. 6. Идиотизм, конечно, это уже реально перебор какой-то. И у меня опиум как раз закончился. Класс. А, мне гидроксида все равно нет. Поэтому придется это качать. У меня все в урон. Ну, пойдем оставшийся час времени хилить всех. Начнем с больницы. Да. Теперь я никого покусать не смогу. Ладно, сейчас какие-нибудь жирные попадутся по-любому с кучей хп. Вот этого. Все равно оглушение меньше. Ну, значит, на крысах будем питаться. Я даже этого пробиваю. Так, слышу крыс.
I have this thirst for blood. This is despicable.
Пипа, здорово, потому что недавно хилили ее.
Good evening. Do you Well, I'll leave.
25 опыта. То есть десятку я отхилю, будет 250 опыта. Людей тут штук 50. Наверное. Да не, меньше. Фиг знает. Может 50, может даже больше.
Good evening, Mel.
И считать, короче, сколько будет опыта всего.
Do you need our job? Good.
Не, я не хочу такую фигню.
Goody.
Do you require?
Ну, парочку врагов перебить и в что-нибудь вкачаем.
Goodbye.
В общем, оно того не стоит, но... Я надеюсь, это последний раз, когда это делаю. Сейчас мы, типа, пройдем главу, кучу опыта дадут, мы поспим, как раз все вылечатся, и можно в финальную финишную прямую идти.
Good evening. So no, don't. Good.
Fear and disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
Jonathan, my dear.
Thank me. For what?
Come now, you know what I mean. I am... well, I'm just like you.
Проблема в том, что один квест я не знаю, куда мне идти. А два еще квеста, они на сбор. То есть нужно макулатуру по всему уровню искать, неизвестно где.
I'm glad you like it.
How could I not be happy? You offered me the ultimate freedom. More than I ever could have dreamt of.
What will you do now that you are immortal?
Experiment, my dear colleague. I have an eternity to make scientific progress. I could be the only scientist able to undertake extreme experiments upon himself.
What kind of experiments?
Who knows? Nervous shock, brain damage, pain and recovery. There's almost no limit to what my body can now endure. I could be the next Henry Head.
My God, Edgar. Did you learn nothing from your forays into folly?
I have, I swear. No more experiments on mortals. See? I said mortals. How quickly the mind adapts.
What about the Brotherhood? Will they eject you?
I remain a member. I have information to provide now. Intelligence from the other side, if I may say so.
They won't banish you.
Not so long as I behave.
Ну, квест, где нужно послушивать, я не хочу, потому что фиг знает, сколько ждать и где.
Will you continue as Pembroke's administrator?
Of course. I can help more than ever. And since I'm already dead, I can't get sick.
Have you seen Elizabeth? Has she passed this way since you returned?
No. And I'm terrified to see her again. I really am, Jonathan. She could very well tear me to pieces for what I did.
Are you not afraid Priwen will find you? Next time,
Сейчас
they
как раз
will do
пойдем.
more than abduct and torture you.
I remain a man of
Лечить людей.
peace. If things were to go awry, I would flee rather than slice them up as you would, my friend.
How do you feel since you changed?
Absolutely fine. Did you know I can determine the health of every patient or nurse just by looking at him? Fascinating.
Do you feel the hunger?
Yes, It's very peculiar, not like mortal hunger at all. It's like I'm never sated. Fortunately, blood is no rare commodity at Pembroke.
Have you taken a life yet, Edgar?
Don't you think that's a private matter? I would not ask you such an indiscreet question.
Goodbye, Edgar. I'm certain we'll meet again.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again. Please show. Of course.
Так, что-то мне надо было опиум.
Do you and good. Good. Is the Rick? Good.
А мне их расскажет о точке невозврата, типа, когда ты последний раз можешь поспать и прокачаться.
Good. Do you need an? You want?
Doctor.
Do you?
What?
Good.
Так, это у нас кто вообще? А, Клей Кокс. Доктор. Так, это я знаю, где. Рядом с ней ходит. Что-то. Доктор Тора. Тоже где-то здесь должен быть. Да.
Deep. Good.
Пойдем сделаем зелье еще. Я имею в виду, чтобы мне вот так вот поспать хочется. То есть всех вылечить, поспать, все здоровы, без всяких желтизны, сразу чтобы было, и идти после этого на финальную финишную. Чисто эстетически хочу, чтобы так было. Но мне кажется, игра так не позволит сделать. Не, как бы я сплю, и на следующий день все, кого я в этот день вылечил, должны прийти в себя. То есть разболеться может голова у тех, кого я вылечил прошлым днем, которые сейчас только выздоровели. Вот у них может заболеть. Ну вот, знаешь, не получится. Ну блин, зачем так делать? Это издевательство какое-то называется. Так, что-то я не туда пришел. Так вот.
Do you need a hit? Good. You're lucky to this. Don't.
То есть вот эти двое, по идее, заразятся тогда. Это не заразится, потому что он вампир. И вот это заразится. Привет, Юрий. Квест, да. Ну, тут нужно найти 4 шифра, хрен знает где. Здесь нужно статью найти тоже, фиг знает где, последнюю. Тут я не могу дом Эмили найти, а тут я не могу найти ящик Пандоры. То есть я тут лазю, и тут никакого дома Эмили нет. А это, я так понимаю, в театре. Мне ли в него возвращаться? Ладно, я не хочу никого лечить. Реально, вряд ли это на что-то влияет. Пойдем, короче, в порт, а потом вот сюда.
Over there! This way, vermin! Die! That's what you do!
Одни лучники в последнее время стали по дорогам ходить.
Get your weapons ready! We found one!
Это не очень ульта, если честно.
Stop it! Die, vermin! Die, vermin! Christ, he's dead! I ought here to step back! I shall fear no evil.
как-нибудь бы их сануть бы в спинку. А, так у меня же стелс есть. Наконец-то он пригодился.
Do you need...
Что за звук?
Can I off... Good... I have this thirst for blood.
Так, ну вот убежище. Вот снаружи. А, в парке? Я в порту почему-то, блин. Читаю парк, думаю порт. Тут что ли? Тут даже убежище не помечено. В богатом районе. Короче, нафиг. Чё я, лох что ли? Пойдем по хардкору. В жопу эти побочки. Побочки здесь реально скучные. Единственное, чтобы здесь всех выхилим, потому что что-то здесь тяжелое состояние. Даже тут стабильное, а тоже тяжелое. Ну, не критическое. Ну, типа я здесь пока, я заодно выйду, ничего особо шастаться не буду здесь.
Good. Do you need none? Well, good. What? Any? Yeah. Good.
You know, it would be nice to see each other outside the pub sometime.
What? Do you?
Они хоть и разговаривали, нужно было подождать, наверное.
I think I'm losing my mind. I should just.
So few clients.
Do you?
Don't.
Take. Good.
Да, вот этих троих можно тоже. И тут Капец, почему? Почему я всю игру всех постоянно лечил, и состояние приблизительно было отличным. И тут резко все резко заболели. Нельзя так делать. Несправедливо.
Do you need a Good evening, Mrs. Fishburne.
В конце концов, я Валькирию победил. На максимальной сложности в God of War. Неужели я тут не справлюсь?
It's locked, all right. Mrs. Goodbye.
Все, пока хватит. Если что, может быть, потом похилить в следующей главе. Этих еще пойдем подхилим. Чувачков. Ну, сломать не сломаю, но тогда я ее сильно отбил. Хотя бил по мягкому.
Good evening, young man. Good.
Кстати, понятно, почему так сделано здесь. Ты, типа, по идее, должен их, ну, кого-то максимум отхилить, сделать все с ними квесты, диалоги, и потом сожрать. И забыть про них. При первом прохождении, видимо, так рассчитывалось. А ты что, не больная, что ли? А, я ее в прошлый раз лечил. Любая абсолютно существующая на данный момент игра, графика хуже, чем в God of War.
No.
Мне наплевать на него.
Farewell.
Какой-то никакой этот персонаж.
You?
Do you need?
I'm at.
Well.
Хотя не, спросим, вдруг он жрет людей опять.
Yes, doctor?
Have you seen Harriet Jones since taking her to Old Bridget?
No. She is with the sewer skulls now. I don't go downstairs.
But why did she fake her own death? There was so much blood in her room. She attacked patients too.
I just lost her for a minute that night. When I found her, she had caused mayhem across the hospital. I slapped some sense into her, and we fled before getting caught.
What happened then?
We ran here through narrow streets and backyards. She kept saying that someone was talking to her in the dark, offering to avenge her. But I saw nobody.
What happened at the Pembroke?
I guess we recognized each other. As Scals, I mean. She had but one thought. To punish. To get revenge upon everything and everyone. I realized I had to bring her here quickly.
Would you let me listen to your chest, Sean?
No, Dr. Reed. You already forced me to drink your blood, and I thank you for that, for I feel better now. but it was quite an unpleasant experience.
It would help me greatly if you would allow me to give you a physical examination.
I said no. I'm no subject of medical examination, and I intend only to obey and to kneel before God.
Мне он не нравится, он слишком нормальным стал каким-то. Охотнику на вампиров на пользу пошло. Стал лучше. Доктор вообще никак не изменился, а этот стал хуже. Ну, как хуже? С точки зрения морали он, конечно, лучше стал, но с точки зрения персонажа он стал скучным. А, точно, я про него вообще забыл, да. Его тоже превратил. О, квест какой-то. Где мы все равно идем в канализацию, может по дороге найдем его. Вопросика нет на нем, поэтому искать его не хочу. Вообще ну, то есть у нас есть чувак, который как был, так и остался, кем был. Есть чувак, который стал лучше. Есть чувак, который стал никакущим просто. То есть, по идее, Доусон должен стать еще более мразотным. Я говорю, я бы на самом деле здесь игру бы еще изучал бы, и вот и Доусону бы сходил, и все побочки бы выполнил. Но как бы игра всем надоела, и нужно ее быстрее закончить. Вентили не крутятся. Раньше вентили крутил, чтобы пройти дальше. Кнопки здесь нажимал. Не ту канализацию, что ли, зашел? Или я что-то не вижу. А вот. Ну, для меня любая абсолютно игра, мне интереснее играть, чем смотреть.
This is despicable.
А между Костлой и Соником что ты выберешь? Я знаю почему, потому что я слишком сосредоточен на игре и молчу большую часть времени, а Корвакс спит в этот момент.
It's locked. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Я не понимаю. Почему я в тупик прихожу? Как я раньше проходил здесь?
It's locked, all right.
Скорее всего, есть какой-то более короткий путь, просто я о нем не помню.
I cannot enter.
Потому что я тут последний раз был очень давно. Или меня телепортом в прошлый раз вывели.
This place has been ransacked. They've all been slaughtered. Pre-one. No.
Все вообще, которые есть. И перезапуск тоже.
Where has Harriet gone? She must have left a trail I could follow. Where is old Bridget? Damn. If I'd come earlier, they would still be alive.
Так, вот комната. Сюда, что ли? Ну да, действительно.
Are you all right, sir? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question. Don't you know this is a quarantine zone?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating the epidemic.
Как в God of War старом. Фиксированная камера.
Oh, really? Well, go investigate somewhere else and leave me be.
I beg you.
I said go. Leave me alone, sir.
Rodney, you're the man who killed that gang member, are you not? Is that why you are hiding in this godforsaken place?
Yes, I did. I did not even know his name.
Then why did you kill him?
That arsehole always mocked me for the
Но до
color
новой
of my
косты еще
skin.
очень далеко.
Usually I let it go. But not that night. We fought. He died.
Как бы 7 метроидований, 6 метроидований. Две на PlayStation долгих очень. И с Nintendo 64 еще не ясно, будет ли полностью или нет.
Unfortunately, I have met several murderers during my lifetime. You don't look like them. I can tell you're no cold-blooded killer.
You're right, sir. At first it was just a simple argument between us. But the man had a bad fall.
Believe me, Rodney, you won't survive here long. No matter what you did, you must go back to where you used to live.
I'll go back to the docks then. But if I die, remember that the blood of Rodney Grader will be on your hands.
Много я опыта получил, конечно. Оно того стоило. Ну, конечно, тут не стоило, на самом деле. Я просто пришел поговорил с чуваком, но... Я имею в виду вообще, в принципе, выполнение квестов. Стоит ли оно того вообще? Заморачиваться оставшихся. Там дадут 1002 опыта на один скилл какой-нибудь. Хотя это уровень один, тут даже один уровень решает.
Take not a step further, child, for you are unprepared.
You, at last. I wondered when you would show your face again. Step away. We have nothing to discuss.
Desist, child. You cannot confront the monstrosity unleashed upon this land without due preparation. I shall not allow it.
All right. But no more riddles.
Не знаю, мне геймплей в первой части очень нравится.
Songs and prophecies. I ask questions and you answer them.
My words have been as clear as crystal lakes, my child. You seem unwilling to drink, to listen, to learn.
Why did you choose me?
Only you could provide a modern, scientific answer to this ancient, mystical threat.
Ну, кроме DLC-шек, конечно, они полное говно.
Speak to me of this ancient threat.
The blood of hate, vessel of the wrath of the goddess. When she awakens, a disaster will be born into this world, for she is hunger and anger.
What kind of modern answer?
Disease, contagion, and contamination. How they course through veins is your dominion, my child. Your choices have made you. Only you can save this land.
What is your true appearance?
I do not understand. This is who I am.
But who are you really? Tell me your name.
I am your maker. I am the servant of the Red Goddess and protector of this land. I have many names.
Just give me one, then.
There are those who call me Merdin Wild, the Wild Horned Man. But I never was a man. I was born out of blood.
Blood? You are made of blood. Surely you are joking.
Why would I? And no, I'm not made of blood. I am blood. Blood is what I am since my birth and for eternity.
I'm here to stop Harriet Jones. She is the original carrier. The well from which this corruption flows.
I have heard you, but be wary. Harriet Jones's mind is no more. She has metamorphosed into an apocalypse. Born from, drenched in, and driven by the blood of hate.
What is the blood of hate?
It is the curse of the goddess. It is the hunger in you, the need for blood, the will to strike and to punish, to spit in the eye of God.
Tell me about this disaster, creature. I know London fell victim to such a thing in 1666.
A disaster is pure anger born through blood. Its name means bad star, for they only appear when our queen unleashes her unquenchable wrath upon the world.
So the disaster is some sort of accident. A disease vampires carry dormant in their blood, waiting to emerge.
That's your modern answer. But a disaster is at the same time both less and more.
Tell me what it is then, in your own words.
A disaster is the pure will of our queen. Whenever she dreams of walking this earth, she awakes in this putrid vessel.
And who is this queen?
She is the Red Goddess, the Queen of Blood. In my youth, 100 lifetimes ago, she was worshipped as the Morrigan. She is my mother. She is yours, too.
The Morrigan? The Celtic goddess of war? Is this a ruse of some kind?
She has been worshipped in many forms throughout the ages. The true nature of the Red Queen is beyond your comprehension, eluding even mine.
Ну так, они именно потому и красивы, что ты не можешь в них осмотреться. Потому что камерные игры красоту проще делать, чем в открытом мире.
I only wish to know how to put an end to this epidemic.
To perform an act so noble, you must protect yourself from its poisonous kiss, my child.
Ну, точнее, не открытым, а строгой перспективой, так скажем.
However, I have produced a more efficacious version of the antidote.
Your final task awaits you.
Меньше ресурсов нужно при дизайне уровня. Потому что все ресурсы и видеопамяти идут именно на красоту конкретных моментов, которые они сами выбрали.
What will happen thereafter? What future awaits me beyond these dark tunnels?
Your fate, my child, and the fate of this land. A disaster is about to enter this world to smite us all and teach us humility. You are our final hope.
Will it be over then? Once I've defeated this creature?
Yes. The threat will dissipate like so much smoke, for you will have purified its source.
And then what? What will become of me?
How would I know? I am no god, and your fate is in your own hands. For you are our champion.
You tricked me. My sister died for your schemes. I have brought suffering and tragedy into this world. I am not, nor will I ever be your champion.
Very soon you'll come to know that sacrifice is sometimes necessary. I understand the grudge a child bears towards his father and mother. Be brave, my child.
These poor skulls didn't stand a chance.
Ничего, супер крутой босс нас ждет под конец главы. И босс здесь шикарный, вот если именно проходить так, как я прохожу, не перекачанным, босс реально интересный.
Oh, I'm sick. So sick. Doctor, help me, please. I'm in such pain.
I'll be glad to be of assistance.
Ah, like your help, Doris. Liars! All of you! My poor baby. I've been such a bad mother. But the Queen herself forgave me. Gave me another chance.
Harriet, You must stop all of this. I can't let you infect anyone else.
How dare you interfere with the Red Queen's plans, Doctor? How can you stop the course of nature?
Еще раз такой же босс. Ну, почти такой же. Мне нравится мне это сообщение, которое было на экране написано.
I was a good mother.
Понятно, но это явно проще, чем прошлое было. Просто не жадничайте, все. У нее хп мало. Конечно, возможно, прокачка оружия, с которой я сменил, повлияла.
They took my daughter from me. They took my daughter from me!
Понятно. Это было слишком просто.
How intensely, how irredeemably are you all going to suffer now?
И укуснуть нельзя, кстати. Потому что не зря я палку перекачал. Ну, это так неинтересно. Но бой очень красивый. Ну, если бы я высасывал всех мирных жителей подчистую, то я бы ни разу не умер.
They took my my daughter's trophy!
Ну, если бы у меня была такая цель вообще без смертей пройти.
My poor baby! Where? I was a good mother.
Эти хитбоксы. Эти хитбоксы.
My poor baby! They took off!
Is this a dream? Am I awake? Is this anger I feel? Is it wrath? I think it is. Oh, how infinitely, how intensely, how irredeemably are you all going to suffer now? Ah! Oh! Give me more! They are so young, so tasty! I will regret. Feed me of your eyes. Spread the crop. Such innocence, such guilt.
No one could ever defeat you, mother of us all, for you are our every root and leaf.
You've always been my most amusing son.
Then go back to sleep, my queen, and smile at us from your dreams.
Did they feel my wrath? Have they suffered enough?
More than ever, mother of us all.
Until the next time.
Until the next time.
So it's over then, young Ekon. You have put an end to this terrible menace.
Old Bridget? What are you doing here?
This is my realm, Ekon. This is Suaskal territory.
But they were all massacred by the monstrosity that Harriet became.
Others will come, engendered by deceitful vampires. I don't mean you, of course.
I thought you'd been slaughtered, with all the other Suaskals.
I was up above, in search of help when Harriet suddenly turned into that thing. I have no idea what it was.
It's over now. London is no longer shrouded in the disaster's shadow. We're all safe.
Yes, you prevailed in the end. I hope you'll forgive me for the way I treated you when first you presented yourself at our gate.
No need to apologize, really.
Perhaps there will be no stories told or songs sung of what happened here today. But I'll know the truth. Jonathan Reed, newborn vampire, stepped forward and saved us all.
I'm honored to be part of this city's legend. Thank you, old Bridget. May I ask you just one question?
How could I refuse you anything now? I'll answer just as I answered Lady Ashbury when we met a few nights ago.
Who are you? Really?
I was born with the name Bridget Eleanor Wellington. In 1738, my beloved and immortal husband decided to preserve my beauty and youth forever by making me drink his blood.
You were Lord Redgrave's wife. Then the pompous fool rejected you, did he not?
It was about 200 years ago. Peace found me in time. And I sincerely hope it will find you too, now that all is over.
No, it's not over. I may have ended the vampire epidemic, but I still need answers from the woman I love.
I feared you would say that. Go then, young Ekon, and face your fate. Just remember that I'll always be here for you.
То есть тут количество хп босса зависит от моего уровня, что ли?
London has been cleansed. This catastrophe came about when an ancient malignant will crossed paths with mortal imprudence. For now, we are safe. For now. My craving for blood remains. Red like hate, red like hunger. Red as life and death, passing from one immortal to another. From predator to victim. Patiently biding its time to rise again. London has been cleansed for now, but there's a simmering hatred, fear, and old grudges. When will we succumb, mortals and immortals alike? The next disaster is only a matter of time. My only hope now is to catch the woman I love, to understand why she fled, and unmask the secret that has been lurking in her blood for so long.
На самом деле мне сильно повезло, что я до этого дробовик вкачал. И патронов хватило, и зелья были подходящие. То есть если бы я сейчас вот отъехал бы случайно, когда все патроны потратил бы, то на час минимум бы на этом боссе засиделся бы точно. Сколько до конца приблизительно?
Well, this is it. Lady Ashbur's domain. Why am I not surprised it's not on any maps? I'd better hurry.
Все, назад дороги нет. А, ну тогда сегодня-то пройдем. Ну да, минус квесты. Не знаю, никаких намеков на это у меня не было в игре.
Beautiful morn, my child. It looks like dawn is here at long last.
Can't you just leave me alone? Your precious queen has been sent back to the bottomless pit from whence she came. The nightmare is almost over.
I am here to say goodbye. The sun's warmth exhausts me. Soon I will rejoin my queen in her endless sleep. It is over. You did well.
So our beloved mother will just go back to sleep, now that enough people have suffered. Is that it?
No, Jonathan. The Morrigan has been appeased because you dared confront her. You have prevailed, my bittersweet champion.
What does she seek? Revenge? Retribution?
She seeks nothing, since she only dreams of it. In the ancient tongue, when I was young, her name meant ghostly queen. Pray she never fully awakens, for her wrath knows no bounds.
And what are you to her? Her counterpart? Her opponent in some timeless game?
She is my mother, my dreadful and sour-tempered mother. She is yours too, in a way, but you are not born from her terrible womb like me. You are but a distant child.
Why did Harriet Jones become a disaster?
You are the doctor. You hold the knowledge needed to answer such a question. Have you the answer?
Icors seem to carry various diseases. They did not merely turn people into skulls. Their presence alone spreads death.
Who knows whether the Red Queen awakens when cursed mortals endure such epidemics, or if the contagions emerge like a curse as she awakes.
I noticed that all the Icors were female, as if a male couldn't endure the metamorphosis. Harriet was also a bitter and resentful woman, as was her daughter.
If the Morrigan prefers despoiled women to become the vessels of her wrath, we should be thankful that but one disaster hath been cast upon this wobbling world.
This is not over. I am here to find the true origin of the blood of hate.
'Tis unwise to interfere with a tale rooted so deeply in the suffering of others.
What will happen to Ascalon? Will you let them run the country from the shadows?
With your progeny at its head, it would not be long before this Ekon assembly catches a second wind. To discreetly control its plans is your decision to make.
What will become of the vampire hunters?
In their leader, you now have a spy behind enemy lines. By guiding your progeny, you may yet protect your immortal friends for some time to come. If you dare.
What will become of the Brotherhood?
I foresee trouble for them now that your progeny considers becoming the new primate.
But I'm certain the current primate has no wish to resign.
Exactly. And I am not fully convinced your progeny truly understands what dreadful power he is about to defy.
No. I must know why Elizabeth fled here when I discovered she was the original healthy carrier.
No, she is not what you say she is. That is a secret you will discover soon enough.
And you? Why are you here? Which new thread of which old twisted plan are you seeking to pull now? Tell me the truth.
I am just here to salute my sons, and to bid them fare thee well.
Your sons? Plural? My God, will you ever stop speaking in riddles?
Perhaps I am too old for your spoken language. Perhaps you now have so many subtle words you no longer hear the simplest ones.
Tell me about William Marshall. Why is his blood so strong?
He is not stronger than you, only older. You are strong, Jonathan Reed. A champion of your time, chosen to defeat a threat spawned of this generation.
His blood was not tainted. The blood Lord Redgrave possessed. That which I used in the serum. But what if it had been?
Then you would have failed, I suppose. For the blood of hate would have corrupted you too.
Is he here? Is William Marshall here? Is that why you're here now too?
Have I not already answered that question?
When he fought me, Geoffrey McCullum used a serum made of King Arthur's blood. Since then, I have discovered that it was vampire blood. Whose blood was it?
You just said it. It was the blood of a king. The blood of the champion I chose to save this land in its time of greatest peril.
King Arthur was also your progeny. Why am I not surprised?
Yes, he was. But he failed in the end. And for centuries the land suffered his defeat.
Who are your sons? Why do you bid them farewell now?
You are my son, as is William Marshall.
So that is all we are to you? Puppets you create to defeat some threat born from a dreaming devil?
No. You are my sons. I am proud of you. I mourn when you fail.
This is madness. How many have you created? Who else? Shakespeare? Isaac Newton? Alfred the Great? Francis Drake? Thomas More? Guy Fawkes?
My progeny is scarce, for I rarely feel the urge to protect this land anymore. But yes, one of those you named is your immortal brother. Maybe you shall meet one night.
Speak clearly then, and answer my last question.
What is it?
Did I defeat the epidemic?
Now you've found the castle, Jonathan Reed. Only you can answer that. Farewell, my child. I shall dream about you soon.
Нет, напоминает Ведьмак 2 концовку, где тебе весь сюжет объясняется в диалоге последнем.
It's locked. The castle walls look decrepit. Maybe I can find a way to sneak in. Maybe it's just my imagination, but I think I smell Elizabeth's perfume.
Дорожайшая леди Эшбери, благодарю вас за ваше последнее письмо, за хорошие новости. Не могу дождаться встречи с вами, когда вы будете в Лондоне. Сад здесь так прекрасен под летним небом, хотя я заметила, что вы предпочитаете избегать жары и солнечного света в силу хрупкого здоровья. Буду рада вам в любой день. Я хотел бы обсудить вашу чудесную идею основать приют для юных леди в духе французского королевского дома Святого Людвига. Как жаль, что его закрыли. Когда французы решили, боже, мне даже писать эти слова страшно, отрубить голову своему королю. Такое начинание, идея обеспечить хорошим образованием одаренных, но бедных сирот без сомнения приведут в восторг моих друзей в Сити. Вы можете рассчитывать на меня, я пущу в ход все свои влияния, и ваш проект будет иметь успех. Всегда ваша графиня Александра Саммерсет.
She must be here somewhere. This castle is falling apart. That sweet fragrance, Elizabeth's perfume. She was here and recently.
Так интересно. На паузе почитаете.
This painting looks suspicious. A sword and a moon are the symbols I should look for. I have this thirst for blood. This is despicable. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Крысы рисаются.
I have this thirst for blood. One last switch, and... What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work. One last switch, and... Voila.
Не в этой жизни. Я зачитать буду.
Drop your sword, father. You have nothing to be afraid of.
Shall we abandon this then? Shall we lower our heads?
No, never. You taught me that.
Blood is approaching. Old but young. How strange. Shall I drink it? Smite it?
No, father. He is a friend. Please, rest. I'll take care of it.
Caution, Elizabeth. Deceit runs through these veins.
I know, father. What took you so long, Jonathan?
Is this... really him?
Yes. This is William Marshall, 1st Earl of Pembroke, servant of 5 mortal kings, former regent and savior of England. The greatest knight who ever lived, according to some.
And you called him father?
For he gave me eternal life, and much more.
I have so many questions, Elizabeth.
You always had questions, Dr. Reed.
Now that I stand before you both, in this vault, I know not where to begin.
We still have a few minutes left.
Where are we? What is this place?
This is the Ashbury estate. I inherited the title when I purchased the castle.
Are you not afraid someone might discover you here? It's not that hard to find.
Do not assume that I would hesitate to silence anyone who tried to reveal my secret. Fortunately, it has rarely come to that.
Is this your retreat? Something of a secret place?
It's more of a sanctuary, really. This is where I take care of my father. Ever since he became unwell.
Why did you flee here?
When you told me I was the healthy carrier, I had nowhere else to go.
You mean you had to return to the real source of this scourge?
Yes, to end it, once and for all.
Will you go back to London?
No, Jonathan. I do not intend to.
And what of your daughter?
Charlotte is a strong, independent woman who's about to come into money. I took care of everything. Now it's time for her to shape her future.
I have destroyed the disaster, this creature that Harriet Jones had become. The epidemic is no more, and London will recover. In time.
Yes. You did well, Jonathan. You truly saved the city.
Yes, we did. Despite all obstacles. I'm truly convinced we did it together, Elizabeth.
I cannot bear knowing I was the cause of all this. Through the use of my own blood.
No. This catastrophe was the result of unethical experimentation. And the will of a creature so inexplicably evil, she exceeds all the terrible wonders I have seen since my death.
But it was my blood all along. My corrupted blood of hate. The poisoned blood of my father. A healthy carrier. That's all I am.
Why are you hiding William Marshall here?
How could I not take care of him? He sacrificed himself by giving me the only dose of antidote he had.
What do you do for him?
I visit him as often as possible. I paint the landscapes he will never see again. I feed him with my blood.
You feed him? You barely sustain yourself on the weak blood of the dying, yet you give him your blood?
After he saved me from the blood rage, I swore I would never kill to feed. He said the same.
He gave you the antidote?
Yes. And in doing so, he knew he'd have to be confined here. And yet he volunteered. That's how great a man William Marshall was. And still is.
We could cure him.
It's too late. The blood of hate has run for too long. The antidote would not work on him. I tried. Believe me, I tried.
Is he dangerous?
What do you think? He is a thirsty Ekon, who has not fed in centuries. An elder vampire, driven by an urge to kill and spread the blood of hate.
Can he communicate?
Yes. Sometimes he even seems like the noble knight who saved and raised me. But you know, the malice never fully leaves his eyes.
No redemption, then.
And yet he thinks he has been offered immortality by the angels to protect the feeble and to smite the unholy.
William Marshall infected you. He is the true, original carrier.
Yes. But he saved me by sacrificing himself.
Saved you? How?
The tears of angels. The cleansing of impure blood by an older, more powerful blood. It worked on me, did it not?
Yes. Blood is the definitive key to our species. Scowls, cleansing, lineage. Do you really think it worked?
It has, Jonathan. I was nothing but a beast who took pleasure in slaughter. I roamed across Europe, reaping my bloody crop. It was the blood of hate. But my father's antidote cured me.
What about us?
What do you mean?
You know my feelings towards you, Elizabeth. But you left without a word. So I'm worried about your feelings towards me.
I love you, Jonathan. I've loved you since the moment I saw you rescue poor Mr. Hampton in that filthy slaughterhouse. Forgetting the danger as you turned your back, like the newborn fool you were.
Ну да, я вижу, что там очень важные дела.
Who are you, really?
How could I answer that? I went through many lives and identities to reach this day. To you, I am Elizabeth Ashbury, and that's all I wish to be.
I understand. And I respect your desire for privacy.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Эти дела гораздо важнее, чем кубики и бухалочка.
How did you meet William Marshall?
He was an Ekon for centuries when he found me. He saved me from certain death by making me his progeny.
Нужно отыграть 10 матчей в Overwatch срочно. Сезон заканчивается.
Why did he choose you?
You should ask him that.
Did you ever blame him?
Not even when he was infected and bit me. He is my father. He raised me. He taught me how to behave.
You should have told me.
No, Jonathan. The William Marshall myth lies at the heart of so many hostile plans. I could not risk jeopardizing his safety.
So why did you come here? You knew I would follow you. I can't let you go.
Because I know now the blood of hate is still in my veins. No one but I can put an end to this tragedy.
I can help you. You can trust me, Elizabeth.
No, I cannot. You chose to follow Ascalon's orders. You unleashed an immortal Aloysius Dawson into this already fragile and suffering city.
Would your protege agree to speak with me? I have so many questions for him.
Go on, Jonathan. But be careful.
Yes? Sir William. My God. You really are William Marshall. You served Richard the Lionheart and his brother, King John. It is such a privilege to meet you.
I did in my day. Come closer if you want to speak. For my hearing isn't what it used to be.
I think your hearing is fine, sir.
What is it you want then?
I found and defeated the disaster that was threatening to smite London. You should know that the city is safe for now, Sir William.
Then may I call you brother? Did you resist its poison? Even a scratch from a beast so evil could endanger you and all those you care for.
How did you defeat it?
We fought for hours. In the end, I had to lock her in St. Paul's Cathedral and burn the building down. I wanted to be sure she was destroyed.
You also defeated one in 1666. Who was it?
She was a malicious witch who spread plague throughout the city with her army of rats. She had been hiding in a bakery in Pudding Lane for months when I finally found her.
I found your research on the antidote. The Tears of the Angels. What ingredients did you use?
Once I understood what the ingredients were, I used the tears of King Richard and the pure blood of the valiant Boadicea.
And did it work?
Yes. The tears cleansed my poor Elizabeth's blackened heart. It was such a blessing to see her smile again.
King Richard and Boadicea? How did you find such relics?
It took me many years to locate their hiding place. Then I had to learn the formula. If I recall, it belonged to an ancient brotherhood. The Order of St. Paul, I believe.
The blood of hate. How does it affect you? Do you feel it now?
The blood of hate? Yes. Nothing more than a sneeze, really. A sneeze held for so long, you could blow a fortress down if you released it.
I would like to ask you about vampires.
Vampires? What about them?
Considering your experience, please tell me what you know.
They are terrible creatures. I have seen and fought many in my time. Foul temptresses with sharp claws and shrieking beaks.
Where did you encounter such creatures?
The last time I saw one was in a Celtic temple near Salisbury. A terrible and god-forsaken place full of ghosts and pestilence.
I have never seen such a creature. What are you talking about?
Of course you've never seen a creature like them. Vampires are deadly, swift and implacable.
Can we speak about the Morrigan?
The Red Queen? What of her?
Do you know who she is?
I don't want to discuss this in front of my sweet Elizabeth.
Why?
For a time, she too could hear the Red Song. The steps she danced to its melody brought pain upon the world.
You met her, did you not?
Just once, but she never ceased to sing to me. I love her song. It is a song of blood and war. I only wish she would sometimes let me rest.
Do you remember Myrddin, your maker?
Only God is my maker, for he created everything on this earth. He blessed me with eternal life through his archangel, Michael.
But Myrddin, Michael, is a vampire. He made you a blood-sucking creature of the night.
Blood, yes. I used to drink it from the throats of the unworthy. Then I was punished for my deceit. During my penance, I rely entirely upon my sweet Elizabeth.
Did you really sacrifice yourself to save her?
That was the only righteous path. The blood of hate made me betray her. I am at peace here. I can think about what I've done and how I failed.
You agreed to be confined here, then?
Yes. Once I was sure she was cured, I asked to be locked down here. I deserve it. The world needs it.
Do you not want to be cured?
No. This hunger is mine. I would feel empty without it. It has been part of me for so long. All I want is quiet. Silence.
Tell me about Elizabeth. How was she infected?
I do not wish to discuss it.
Please, Sir William. I need to know what the blood of hate is. How is it transmitted?
After defeating the disaster in St. Paul's Cathedral, I returned to my retreat, infected. This is where my sweet Elizabeth found me, for she heard my pain from across the sea.
What happened then?
The blood of hate had twisted me into a rage-filled man. I attacked my progeny and infected her too. Forgive me, Elizabeth. I failed you.
You bit her again? Is that how she was infected with the disaster's blood? I think I understand now.
Elizabeth fled, and I fell to my knees, begging for forgiveness. I swore I would find a way to make things right.
Where is this retreat you mentioned?
In London, under Temple Church, beneath my empty tomb. I always loved to sleep there while listening to the bell above.
How did you meet Elizabeth?
Times were tough. I had awakened to protect the land from a new plague. I heard her sing for her dead family. Singing for her death to come. I chose to save her.
What did you do?
I raised her as my progeny. After she left to see the world, I rebuilt her deceased parents' inn. Owned it as William Thorne for a time. Those were good years.
When was that?
It was so long ago. A few years after Elizabeth of England and Catherine of France established their alliance against Spain.
We could set you free. Let you out. Isn't that what you want?
I pray for the day I'll see the sky again. I have all but forgotten its colors. I could walk and do so many things beneath the stars. But I doubt it will be wise to release me.
Then will you stay here and repent?
Elizabeth told me it will not be long now. I cannot wait to feel the sweet caress of her hand on my cheek after so long, as she releases me. Has the time come?
Yes, Father.
Why not unleash me then? To see the sky a final time.
You already are the sky, and all its stars.
I'm not defeated, for I welcome the sword you bear, for it is mine.
You were never defeated, my lord. Farewell, Father. And to you also, Jonathan.
What do you mean?
I can't stand what I've become. This healthy carrier, as you put it. The flames will purify the poison that runs in my veins.
No! I won't allow this to happen.
I am death, Jonathan. Wherever I go, I can't stand it.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, champion of Myrddin, chosen to save England from the vampire epidemic. I could cure you.
What do you mean?
We are creatures of blood, Elizabeth. Everything about us is in our blood. With time, I could perfect the antidote William Marshall gave you. Trust me, for time is on our side.
That is a risk I cannot take, Jonathan. I won't bring another such disaster into this world.
Elizabeth, no. Trust me. I can save you.
How could I trust you, Jonathan? How could I take such a chance?
I'll stay here with you then. As long as we must, until I find a cure.
You have no idea what you're talking about, Jonathan. Despite his madness, William was strong enough to starve for centuries. I doubt we can do the same.
That's where you're wrong, Elizabeth. Since I murdered my poor Mary after my rebirth, I vowed to never take a life again, and I've succeeded.
I'm not sure I have the strength of character. I'm not like William. I'm not like you.
Let me teach you then. Come with me, my love.
Oh, Jonathan, if only this could be true. I really don't know.
We'll run away. Go to the deepest forests, the highest mountains. Untouched by man, we'll hide in solitude until I find a cure.
Do you trust me then?
Until the end of the world, my love.
Нравится, как он говорит, что я научился никого не убивать. При этом полгорода вырезал охотников.
One prayer for the summoned, called by this song. Child born from darkness, whose path he must find. Now the song is sung and your path chosen. England is safe.
Закончить игру, не убив ни одного горожанина.
I wish you a peace duly earned for the centuries yet to come. And they will come. I bid thee farewell, my champion bittersweet.
Где мой обещанный босс, который мне жопу порвет? Финальный. Жажда крови. Пройти игру. Ну что я могу сказать, игра мне понравилась в целом. Крепкая такая семерочка, то есть good. Да, это самая слабая игра Death Note. Или как их там, Death Note, это, блин, Тетрадь смерти. Как эту студию зовут, короче, не помню. То есть Life is Strange и уж тем более Remember Me мне куда больше понравились. Но в целом крепкая семерка и... Я надеюсь, игра окупится, и они все свои ошибки исправят во второй части. Ну, то есть побочки и второстепенные персонажи здесь полная говнина, и как бы... Да, вот их первый РПГ, то есть как бы для первой РПГ это очень неплохо. Плюс это вторая РПГ в этом году, и эту я хотя бы полностью прошел, в отличие от Kingdom Come. То есть пока что это РПГ года. Тут мало РПГ, геймплейного РПГ, скажем так, то есть сюжетного РПГ здесь очень много. Ведь есть куча диалогов, выборы, которые влияют в той или иной степени. Как на персонажа, так и на окружающий мир, в принципе. Боевка, не знаю, мне понравилась боевка. Да, то, что она не разнообразная была, это скорее моя вина, потому что я одной тактикой всех валил. То есть там, если разные скиллы качать, может быть, поинтереснее было бы. Враги однообразные, вот, пожалуй, что, разве что. Просто жирнее становится со временем, и все. Ну вот, как все говорят, говно игра, я бы так не сказал. То есть незаслуженно ее все хейтят. Don't not, вот, да. Можно скипнуть титры. Но она не отвратная. Ясно. Боевка хорошая, она просто нужно ее разнообразить в следующей части. Люди реально не видели отвратной боевки, просто они эту отвратной называют. Ладно, всем спасибо за просмотр. К выходным. Что там по выходным? 29-го вроде в пятницу Crash Bandicoot выходит. В субботу, скорее всего, будем его стримить. Посмотрим. Но в течение недели, может быть, какой-нибудь говнострим, никому не нужный, одной игры, которую я хотел бы пройти под рублю с PlayStation 2, который будет смотреть 5 человек. На сегодня всем пока. Пока-пока.